Tonight on CTV News, the top tips every CSU student should know on how to avoid parking and biking violations. And we'll talk football and volleyball with our sports correspondents Brett and Olivia. Then an exclusive interview in our entertainment segment with Vigil. All of this coming up on CTV News now.
Hello, CSU and Fort Collins. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Baylee Lakey.
And I'm Bennet. It's our first Wednesday news show this semester. We're so glad to have you. According to a Coloradoan report, Colorado State University police arrested 20-year-old Nicholas Lakey on suspicion of an indecent exposure in Aspen Hall that occurred on Friday. In addition to the exposure, Lakey also had an unlawful possession of a controlled substance. Lakey is not a CSU student. A university email noted that the investigation is ongoing and referred students to the CSU Health Network Counseling Center and the Women and Gender Advocacy Center.
In a press release from the Colorado Department of Health and Environment, smoke pollution from the state and its surrounding neighbors has decreased the air quality and visibility in Fort Collins. Currently, there are 3 wildfires causing havoc for the state: the 4 Mile Fire, the Hay Camp Fire, and the Sheep Fire. Ash, carbon monoxide, and carcinogens may cause problems with eyesight and throat irritation. People with asthma, pregnant women, and children would be most affected. So be careful out there. For any questions, be sure to visit the Colorado Department of Health and Environment's website for up-to-date air quality information.
When students head out the door to class, a few pointers will help avoid those pesky parking and biking tickets this semester.
The new school year brings new friends, new books, and hopefully no new bike tickets. CSU's Canyon Scala hasn't gotten one yet.
No, I haven't.
But lately, campus police has been cracking down to keep campus safe. Scala has a humorous approach to avoiding tickets.
Other than outrunning the cops.
But on a more serious note,
follow the rules, do your best.
CSU's Mandy Hour has a favorite tip.
I make sure to stop at stop signs, like complete full stop.
Following the bike rules for one simple reason.
It's just safety. Like if someone's coming down the street and you don't see them and they don't see you, it could end really badly.
She even recommends wearing a helmet to be on the safe side.
You're going to be a lot safer if you have something to protect your head than if you don't.
Here's a rundown of the main things to remember. Make sure to register your bike if you haven't already. Use a bike light at night. Walk your bike in dismount zones. Use hand signals and make eye contact with drivers. And finally, make a full stop at stop signs. Any traffic laws that apply to cars apply to you. That includes biking the wrong way on the oval.
Once you get the bike rules down, let's talk about the pay to park meters for just a minute. If you keep finding yourself being late to class, just hit that green button for your receipt. That way, you know when to head back to your car.
Remember, Rams, have fun on the roads, but be safe while doing it.
I actually found myself running back to my car this morning. I should really take my own advice and print out those receipts. Oh, man.
The Coloradoan reported that Tuesday evening, the Fort Collins City Council voted against creating a new dam, the Glade Reservoir, north of Fort Collins due to concerns about the program, water loss, and water quality. The Army Corps of Engineers will have the final say on the project, which began in 2008 as the Northern Integrated Supply Project. However, the Fort Collins City Council's vote will have an impact on the final outcome. More information can be found on the Fort Collins website.
According to a press release, last night around 9:45, a Pontiac sedan driving a 75-year-old woman entered the intersection of College and Mountain Avenue on a green light when she hit a pedestrian. The person struck by the sedan was crossing a red light pedestrian signal light. The pedestrian, Benjamin Sheehan, was taken to the medical center of the Rockies for treatment of moderate injuries. The driver of the sedan was not hurt. The investigation is continuing and charges are pending, according to the press release. Anyone who has any information about the collision is advised to contact Officer Shane Haysbrook at 970-221-6555. Well, we're going to take a quick break.
Madison will be back with your full weather forecast. Stay tuned.
The Ramskeller offers a traditional pub menu, 20 beers on tap, and even fresh-to-order pizza coming soon. Stop by Sweet Sensations for a delicious bakery item, espresso, or any other coffee needs you may have.
Hi, welcome to Aspen Grill.
Aspen Grill is a student-operated restaurant located in the University Club. The food court features a number of different restaurants to satisfy your needs between classes. Oh, hey there, Rams. Today is a great day to play in the LSC. So let's take a look at our ballrooms, theater, and art galleries. The LSC ballrooms, which are the busiest venue in northern Colorado, have been recently renovated.
The Laurie Student Center Theater can be transformed to feature films, concerts, lectures, entertainment, and banquets. And last but not least, the Kerfman Gallery provides a showcase for the creations of local and student artists.
Good evening, I'm Madison Sloan with your weather forecast this evening. Fall is off to a warm start this year with temperatures hitting around a high of 88 degrees today. Those temperatures have slowly started to drop and we are tapering into the nice 81 with some cloud cover and a slight breeze coming up from the southwest. Around 10 o'clock tonight, temperatures will start to drop slightly into lower 72 degrees with a slight breeze. That breeze will begin to cool us off to a temperature around 66 degrees at midnight. This will cool us down to lows hitting around 61 degrees. Let's take a quick glimpse at the lows all over Colorado tonight. Colorado will be staying in the upper 50s and 60s all over the state, with a slight breeze around 7 miles per hour blowing from the southwest. Vail will be hitting the lowest temperature in the low 40s today, and the I-25 corridor will maintain a nice 84-degree temperature range. Isolated showers before 9 o'clock tonight will start happening in the near future. Fort Collins will stay in that nice lower 60 degrees until tomorrow morning when temperatures will begin to rise up into mid-80s. Now let's take a look at tomorrow's highs. Temperatures will be staying in the mid-80s and high 70s across Colorado near Fort Collins, Denver, and Colorado Springs all the way down the I-25 corridor, and they will stay in the 80s throughout most of the day. As we move towards Telluride and Grand Junction, the temperatures will drop down to the mid-60s with a 30% chance of rain starting at 1 p.m. Those warm temperatures will make for a beautiful day tomorrow. You should expect slight cloud cover all day throughout your entire Thursday, with temperatures staying around 86, 85, and 84 degrees. Until 4 o'clock in the evening, when it will start to taper down once again. I'll be back next Wednesday with your CTV weather forecast. Up next is Brett and Olivia with your sports.
It's cold outside today, Rams. What better way to warm up than to gather in the LSC? The new and improved Senate chambers located in the renovated ASCSU office was modeled to match the state legislature in Denver. Reserve the Longs Peak Meeting Room in room 302. There are approximately 23 other new meeting rooms designed for your needs. Reserve one of these rooms through the event planning office. Today we will review one of the most convenient services the Laurie Student Center has to offer: shopping. The CSU bookstore boasts an unparalleled selection of CSU apparel and gifts. It also supplies students with textbooks as well as a number of office and school supplies for your every need. Another LSC shopping option lies in the transit center area. Snack food, beverages, personal care items, and school supplies. Cam's Lobby Shop is your go-to stop and shop.
What's up, everybody? I'm Brett Kennedy.
And I'm Olivia Landis. And welcome back to a new semester of CTV Sports Fast 5. The Colorado State volleyball team swept its way into first place at the 2015 Rams Volleyball Classic this past weekend. CSU opened its season with 3 home wins over Baylor, UC Davis, and Northern Iowa at Moby Arena. The Rams' wins from this tournament resulted in a new number 9 ranking in the AVCA Division I Coaches Poll after coming off of a recent number 12 ranking. Senior Adrianna Culbert helped push the Rams to victories with all-star play all weekend and ended Saturday night against the UC Davis Aggies with the first triple-double at CSU since 2007. Culbert posted 10 kills, 20 digs, and 12 digs in the match. The Rams now look to take on number 15 Arizona State this Friday night at Moby Arena at 7. Brett, this team has faced absolutely huge losses with seniors Kelsey Snyder, Deidre Foss, and Marley Reynolds, but it looks like Dree Culbert is taking control of the wheel with this team. What do you think she's going to do this season?
Dree is a stud, Liv. She's going to carry this team. It's good that she's been there before, along with other players like Jasmine Hanna, Alex Paletto, and Jamie Calazzi. This team has a lot of leadership. They've been on this team. They know Coach Hilbert. They know his style and coaching style. So it'll be interesting to see what will happen this year. I expect great things of them, just like last year.
Absolutely, I totally agree, Brett. I just think that already this weekend they were off to such a great start, and I think we can expect that for the rest of the season.
Oh, I really think so. Well, it's getting closer and closer to the Colorado State football team to begin its season. The first game will be this Saturday as CSU and new coach Mike Bobo square off in an orange-out game against Savannah State at Hughes Stadium. The Rams are coming off a stunning season last year with a 10-3 record and a second straight bowl appearance. Coach Bobo has made some major headlines these past few weeks with naming redshirt sophomore Nick Stevens as his starting quarterback. And then just this week, he's named his starting running back in the season in redshirt sophomore Dalen Dawkins. Liv, these players have huge shoes to fill, with Stevens in particular filling in for Garrett Grayson. How do you see him fitting into this offense and leading this team this season?
Well, like you said, Brett, Garrett Grayson, those are absolutely huge shoes to fill, but also what a great person to learn from. I mean, Nick Stevens had this entire past year to prepare for this starting position, and with receivers like Rashard Higgins and Dalen Dawkins, I think that he really has the accuracy to connect those and get an offense going this season.
Yeah, I really think with guys like Xavier Williams that can also key in guys with like Joe Hansley, Treyas Geralds when he gets back from his injury. He'll have some weapons. Nick Stevens will have some weapons on this team.
I'm excited to see this season.
Yeah, I'm excited I can't wait. So now we're gonna play a game called What's That Number? We're gonna name off numbers for each other, and then we're gonna try to guess what those numbers mean, and each number is connected to a particular sport. So Liv, I have two numbers for you.
Okay, Brett.
And they both have to do with football. The first one is 3,385, and the second one is 83. What do you think?
3,385. Okay, well, I'm going to guess that has something to do with passing yards, and I'm going to guess since Nick Stevens is the starting quarterback, I'm going to say that's how many yards he's going to pass for this season.
All right, and then how do you think, what about 83?
83, that's quite a big difference, so I think that 83 is going to have to do more of amount of catches with a receiver this year, but I'm not going to name any names because we have quite a few.
Let's pop up the graphic. You're actually right. Nick Stevens, that's how many yards I think he's going to throw for this year. And Rashard Higgins, our all-star wide receiver. Hollywood, I think he's going to catch 83. That's a little bit less than last year, but we do have a new quarterback, but he could prove me wrong. So, and then what do you have for me, Liv?
Okay, so my first number has to do with soccer, Brett, and it's number 12. And my apologies, number 8 for volleyball. What do you have? What do you have to guess for that one?
Oh my goodness. I'm going to say kills. Something about kills.
Yeah. So I put number 8 because I think that's how many kills that Alex Paletto is going to have this coming game on Friday against Arizona State.
Okay, that's a good one. That makes a lot of sense. All right.
Okay,
what else
the
do you
next
have?
number is 12, and it has to do with soccer.
Ooh.
What do you have for this one?
How many goals they're going to score this year? I don't know.
Nope, you're a little bit off. So for 12, I put that's how many games the soccer team is going to win this season. They do play 20 games altogether,
Okay.
and I think I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. It's a little bit more than last season.
Yeah.
So
You have a high expectations for this team. I can't wait. I guess we'll see what happens. Well, that's all for us tonight. Coming up next will be Rachel with entertainment.
Having one of those days where you need to just get out of your head and chill out? If that's the case, head to the Laurie Student Center and relax. One of the best spots to relax in the LSC is outside the food court on the plinth lawn. Don't forget to stop by the Ramhead Fountain. The Level 100 Commons is the perfect spot. Lounge by the flat screen TVs or enjoy one of the gaming chairs to escape the daily grind. You can always relax in the LSC.
Hello Rams, my name is Sydney Schulz and I'll be your official Laurie Student Center tour guide. For our first stop, we arrive at the campus information desk
In the land grant wall.
As we move through the building, we enter the east to west corridor, featuring beautiful natural lighting and open architectural design. This is Sydney signing out from your home away from home and Laurie Student Center.
Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Rachel Vigil and I have the pleasure of interviewing Adrianna Culbert tonight, the Mountain West Player of the Week. Let's take a look.
And it was served over, dugout set, and a big kill by CSU to get the first point of this second set. Quick substitution for CSU. Fort Collins, home of the Colorado State women's volleyball. Service UNI, and it was served over, dugout set, and a big kill by CSU to get the first point of this second set. Quick substitution for CSU. Serve.
So, you set a triple-double this weekend against Baylor on Friday night. How did that feel?
It was pretty awesome. When the game was going on, I didn't really have any idea that was actually happening, but after the game, everyone informed me, and it was a really awesome thing to be able to accomplish.
And so for the people that don't know volleyball, how about you tell them a little bit about what a triple-double is?
So a triple-double is when you get double digits in 3 or more categories. So for me, I got double digits in setting, digs, or assists, digs, and kills.
Yeah, so that was awesome. Did your coach say anything to you afterwards?
He just said good job and way to do everything I could for the team.
So you kind of set like high expectations for the rest of the year. If you had to put a guess on how many you think you're going to get this year?
I have no clue. I mean, my goal is to be able to have a triple-double really consistently, but I know that with our conference, a lot of people are going to key in on me, so it'll be definitely different. But I just want to go in every night and do the best I can.
Awesome. And so you were granted the Mountain West Player of the Week. How does that feel? It's your 4th time getting the award, right?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, it's a great honor every single time because, especially this past weekend when we had Wyoming beat number 14 Ohio State, and we had a couple other teams do really well this past week, it just shows how strong our conference is becoming. And it's a great honor to be able to be known as, like, recognized as one of the top people in the conference.
Mm-hmm. And so you were also recognized as the preseason Player of the Year for Mountain West. How did that feel? How does that differ between Player of the Week and Player of the Year for preseason?
It's awesome because it shows that people respect me as a player and everything that I've worked towards. And just knowing that I have that respect and that people think so highly of me is wonderful because I put in a lot of time and effort, and I hope I can go up to their expectations.
And you've taken on the senior leadership role with the younger girls. How do you go out about and helping them?
I think you just go out with like maturity and composure every game because especially even like playing on the road and then even playing in Moby with so many fans, there's the anxiety and the pressure that comes along with it. But just with like the maturity and knowing that I've been there before, I kind of like to think that I give the girls a sense of ease, that they know that they can count on me and stuff.
And so when they come in at the beginning of the year, do you guys do anything special for them, or how does that work?
I don't know if special, but like we just really bring them into the team and just act like, yeah, definitely, and act like, I mean, it's not like it's a really big transition. They're kind of like already family, so.
Oh, that's so cute. And then you guys lost a lot of seniors, which was really sad, like Deidre Foss, Kelsey Schneider.
Mm-hmm.
How does it differ now from the team from last year and this team? Obviously, they're 2 completely different teams, but like, what are the major differences you guys noticed?
I think with like Deej and Kelsey and Marley, there was a lot of experience on the court, and now because we have so many different people and so many different roles, it's just fine-tuning some areas that we need to, and getting to know like the gel of the team and what we're going to be able to do to work best together. It's just that kind of transition that we have, and we're working on it. We worked on it a lot this week in practice, and every week we're getting better, which is awesome.
Yeah, that is. And so what would you say is your specialty in volleyball in general?
I don't know if I have a specialty, but I just like to think that I can play the game all the way around, and anything that my team needs me to do, like if they need me to be a big hitter that game or a big assist person towards the hitters, I like to think that they can count on me for pretty much anything.
Mm-hmm. And so you guys were number 12, and now you guys moved up to number 9. How does that feel to be able to move back up?
It's awesome. I mean, we definitely like having the respect from the coaches poll, and just knowing that people, even though we are a Mountain West team and we're not like one of the big 5 conferences, that we still can hold our own in the nation, and knowing that people have the respect that we're number 9 in the nation is incredible.
And you guys were number 6 last year. That was the highest ranking you guys got. So obviously you of course want to get back up to there. Do you think you guys will do it?
Yeah, I think as long as we keep playing and just working together and getting better every day, it'll happen.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, thank you.
And we are officially done for the show for tonight. So we would like to thank you for joining us, and make sure you guys tune in to tomorrow night's show. I'm Rachel Vigil. Good night, CSU and Fort Collins.